All right, guys, it is session 45 of Descent into Fernia. Who would like to give the recap?
We met up with the branded one, the BO, as some people call him. And we were driving away from the bridge where Solomon met an untimely end. Lux did some sort of ceremony of passing in private. As we were driving away, after a while, there was a storm that was approaching us. So we looked for cover, and we saw another infernal war machine. The place we found had another infernal war machine in it, and inside was Trebek, along with the branded one. Their vehicle was pretty much toast. So they took shelter in ours, and we were in the storm for a couple days. It was like a really long time. Maybe a couple days is too long, but
it was a long time for sure.
They were being chased by these blue masked mounds of flesh creatures. And they're currently looking for a powerful fiend in order to keep the barrier on Flame Keep active. So we caught up for the night, and that's where my notes end. And I'm pretty sure we fought one, or we got to fighting one, or we were about to. I don't remember.
We didn't quite get that far. They were chewing through the hull, and one of them was on the roof. And we got to trying to open and close the door and see if we could do anything with that, and we couldn't. So apparently stepping outside is a death sentence, but somebody's got to go outside to knock this thing off the roof.
Right.
That's right.
We could see it through the periscope is about what we got.
We find ourselves once again relegated to just driving.
Right.
So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Keep driving. Maybe we'll make it out of this fucking energy sapping storm.
Yeah. It's freezing cold. So unlike the rest of Fernia, which is very hot, this is going outside means frostbite.
Right. And it dampens sound.
Right. We were sort of talking about it being Ewan opened up the door, and luckily he closed it fast enough that his hand didn't shatter. So, he had dipped it in liquid nitrogen.
As his good hand did that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say that Ewan had made a pretty apt observation that the storm seems to absorb light and sound and heat, and so because everything outside is very much in a grayscale where there is light, because there's light outside, but it's like a really cloudy afternoon kind of thing. But everything appears in grayscale. Sounds are highly muted, and then there's also the temperature. So yeah, you see that there's at least two of these things on the vehicle that you can see from the periscope, and you're hearing them kind of crunching through the metal, or they're crunching on the metal. It sounds like really it's really hard on the ears inside, because it is just such a nails on chalkboard type sound that's going on, as well as the sound of crunching, and also you can hear pounding, which as you look through the periscope, you can see them like not only wrapping their tentacles around the vehicle to try and hold on to it, but also that the tentacles are pounding onto the vehicle and worming their way into crevices, trying to find any kind of purchase that they can.
I think I've seen this hentai.
Also, I think it may have been Ewan that mentioned the idea of possibly using the trinket given by Master Hawkins to bamf out of the storm, although that may leave the vehicle vulnerable, but it would certainly take care of the immediate issue.
That's right. I remember there was some discussion about that, and like, do we wait until, like, do we leave now, or do we wait until like the absolute last second to seek cover if we can figure out a way?
I feel like that's probably what we have to do, honestly. If it comes to that, if they're about to break through, then that's when we leave. Let's try and hold out. And we'll keep driving through here. Maybe we'll reach the edge of this damn storm soon enough for us to come out of this thing and start actually hitting these things. Can we actually touch them? Have you fought them?
Yes, we were fighting them before, but they were overpowering us.
Got it.
You're supposed to break the mask so that they can't regenerate.
Break the mask.
It would be
Yeah.
easy to do if we could actually hit them.
Yeah. Let us. I don't remember who was driving, but
I was driving, but then we had to stop because there was like a complication. We had to fix the machine.
oh yeah.
So I stopped driving to do that.
Sorry, I'm still here, guys.
Yep. So do you want me to continue driving then?
Yeah, I don't remember what the complication was. Oh, we had to
It
fix
was
it.
right. There was something that went wrong, and we had to like open up part of
Yeah,
it.
I had opened the hatch to also. I had originally opened the
Oh, the
hatch to
smoke.
release the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There was some kind of
Failure in the
short or
glove
wire. There was
department.
like some wires had been damaged or something that seemed to have some effect. Maybe they were transmitting magical energy or something, but ultimately because of it, it caused a fire. But I think was it the branded one who managed to repair it? Well, or somebody had repaired it while somebody
Yeah.
else had used magic to kind of keep the smoke out to some degree, and somebody else opened the hatch to let some of it out. I think
Yep.
if I'm remembering that correctly.
And that was when he almost lost his last hand.
Yep.
Very valuable hand.
Well, I know where to get another one.
So I am gonna continue driving. I'm at least gonna at one point try my plan of go really fast and then slam on the brakes to see if that slows them down at all.
Give me
The issue is we can't go very fast.
that's true too, because the storm is sapping some of the energy. That's another effect, is you're using twice as much soul coin energy as normal, and you're still only moving half as quickly.
Right. That's also, I think Ewan technically suggested that we fuck off to Master Hawkins before the creatures even got here, just to save on fuel.
Yeah, that was when I originally mentioned it. Yeah.
But I mean, you could try to pull some extra energy from the soul coin to try that maneuver. There may so I'm also trying to think. So yeah, if you wanted to give me a driver's check with using go with wisdom.
Ooh. That is not my strength. No, it's not bad.
Okay. So what is it specifically you're trying to do?
I mean, so this thing is on the roof. I am just trying to see if I can dislodge it, or if it's just so stuck up there
Mhm.
that going really fast and then slamming on the brakes isn't gonna shake it free.
Okay. So, let's see.
Our luck in the car has not been very good.
My concern is if we leave this place to go to wherever it is you want to take us, then when we come back, there will be nothing left but rubble.
I agree. But it's very possible.
Is there a place we can drive car through and hit the creature off of top?
Not with, not that I'm aware of. Plus, you have a bunch of weapons up there. It's probably not taller than all your weapons.
Weapons can be put back on car. If car is beaten through, well, weapons will be not so useful.
So as Solomon, you do that.
Solomon
or
does nothing.
The branded
He
one
continues to be dead.
as so the branded one, whatever maneuver you pull manages to be highly successful, as you see 3 of these things fly off of the vehicle. So
Now drive over 'em.
Right. Now I try to
Go.
grind them up.
okay. So are you using the chomper, or are you just driving over them?
I would probably use the chomper.
All right.
Why not both?
Yeah, there's no reason you couldn't use both. Where's
What happened to the car?
your characters, vehicles?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the chomper is an attack roll. It's not a. I would have thought that's a saving throw. Okay, so now that they're you're trying to do that, let's do initiative to see if they respond first, or if you're able to drive over them. They'll roll
Right.
their initiative with disadvantage since they were knocked over the car.
So do I roll my initiative or the initiative for the demon grinder?
Your initiative. Okay, so you're able to act first.
Okay. So the chomper then?
Yeah. And so you do hit the first one, the one of them with the chomper. And then you run over the other two with your crushing wheels.
Yes.
Okay. And that one is a saving throw, correct?
Looks
Where is
like it.
crushing
Yeah,
wheels?
Dex
Yeah.
11.
So then you also crush one of them, but one of them succeeds.
That's the bludgeoning damage it takes.
All right, just to make this easier, let me do this. So you got that one. That one. Oh, I should open up my display window, shouldn't I?
It's up to you.
I think I shall. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, I forgot to turn the lights on this map. God damn it.
The different map.
Oh, no, I can't see. I could see the map before.
Yeah.
You see it all.
You guys can't see the map?
Not
No, now
anymore.
we can. I can.
Well, not I can't on my screen.
Right. Can see it on the share screen.
Oh, okay, that's because you guys aren't.
I could see
I
it.
could see
I
it
could see it a
before.
minute ago.
Yeah.
Does that make it worse?
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
Hey, I can see.
can't forget Trebek.
Yeah, we need somebody to go outside, finish these things off.
So so as far as you can tell, you've run over them and you got one in the chomper. So it's kind of in the chomper, it's being carried with you. Who's looking through the viewing scope, if anyone?
Vegnog would be.
Okay. So the one that, let's see, does the okay. So yeah, the one that you missed tried to grab hold of the vehicle as it passed, but was unable to do so. And you have one that's kind of caught in the chomper, and you can feel it kind of grinding in there. So what do you do now?
I would just keep driving at this point. Now that I've driven over the one, I don't know, the second one that I didn't hit, like maybe it's going to latch on or something, but I'm going to, at this point, floor it.
Okay.
And we'll probably utter a prayer to the silver flame that there were only 3 of them and we're out of the woods. I just got to keep chomping on this guy.
All right. So yeah, what is anybody else doing anything during all of this?
Just waiting for an opportunity to hit something.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do. Beyond like car maneuvers with what's available on the inside. It's not like we have like any weapons that we can like use from the inside, assuming that the blast shields are all like the shields are all closed to not allow air to escape.
Yeah. So I was gonna say something. I totally blinked on what I was gonna say. So eventually you see the creature in the chomper like flailing about, and eventually you lose sight of it and you hear a thump thump as the vehicle rolls over it. And so that's you guys have managed to address that issue. So the branded one has proven effective at driving. You guys are still in the storm.
You being on the ball really is evocative of driving.
We should all get one.
and then when you ran it over, like boom.
We could practice our Star Trek maneuvers. And, like, everybody to the left.
So yeah, what do you guys do now? You're still moving at half speed. You burning through soul points fairly quickly, and there's no telling when the storm is gonna.
So we've officially lost those things. So they gone, or are we just leaving them behind?
I'm sure there's at least one that's alive. So we're just leaving that one behind, and it may follow on since, it followed Trebek and I this far.
Sure would like to know why it can travel in this storm just fine.
As plot armor. Better than whiplash damage, they say.
But it only will go for so long.
Vagnog, you hear something. I'm gonna send you in the chat.
Yeah, I assume Vegnog doesn't see anything left on the roof or anywhere.
Mm-mm.
But the fact that those things can survive in the storm and maybe following is maybe reason enough for us to waste some of the soul coin, driving as far away as we can.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep going.
Okay.
That's right. Alyssa's shield. Now my shield. This storm is no storm. This powerful weapon. Spell wielded by necromancer to absorb energy.
Okay. Seems a bit big to just be able to dispel it.
I mean, what's visibility like? How far ahead can I see?
Visibility is probably about, you could probably see about 60 feet. It's cloudy.
So it only needs a 60-foot radius if it's centered on us and following us around. Although I haven't met any necromancers, let alone ones capable of casting something like this.
We have met one.
I take it an enemy of yours?
We left on good terms. Or at least
Extremely neutral at very best.
she did not hate us.
Certainly
Well,
didn't want us around.
Maybe we're just caught in the middle of something unintentionally, but if you know her, then I'm wondering whether or not she's not targeting you.
We saw the edge of the storm. That thing went on forever. We definitely saw it approaching us.
I wonder. And Vegna is gonna rifle through his box, through his bag, and pull out a leaded box. And inside is the ring that was meant for the shadow of death.
Mhm.
and he's gonna open up the box and like observe, kind of look around to see if like the if like the storm or the environment reacts at all.
Make me a perception check. Everybody make me a perception check.
Not with advantage, right?
No, not with advantage.
It'd be super nice. What comes and fucking plucks out my eyes? Go ahead.
Well, you see the ring, it
Yeah. You hit a
it just
bump.
it just flies up and
Not only is your eye gone, but the ring of evil is embedded in the socket.
Yeah. No, that only happens if I fail on the other one too. Come on. No, okay, I'm good. It wasn't a crit fail.
So Vegnog, you do notice that there seems to be a kind of hum that you hadn't noticed before with the ring. Do you examine it physically, like touching it or anything, or just kind of looking at it and holding it in the box?
The latter.
Okay.
First, and then I was gonna continue from there.
Continue in what way?
Like check to see if observe the environment, and then I would pick it up and like see if it reacts to that.
The minute that you the second that you touch the ring, because if you recall previously when Vegnog tried touching the ring, you felt an incredibly uncomfortable sensation, like something was being pulled out of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel that now, except it's much more intense. And make me a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. It's gonna be great. You know what? I'm gonna action point that.
Okay.
Great. Maybe I'm not. Maybe this is what it's meant to be.
It's exactly how my inspiration works in my games. It's like, all right, you got one free inspiration every session. Use it or lose it. It's always terrible. Unless they use it on the dumbest shit.
Do you want to use your last action point?
I might as well.
Jesus Christ.
And come full circle.
Okay. Roll a roll 1d4 minus 1 6 times.
Well, I'll just like 6 separate rolls or the results.
Six separate rolls.
Oh man. Yeah, that's 6.
Okay. So you take 2 damage to your Constitution, 1 to your intelligence, 2 to your wisdom, and 2 to your charisma.
1 damage to Constitution.
No, 2 to Constitution.
Okay.
1 to intelligence, and 2 to wisdom and charisma. As you feel your essence being pulled out of you and into the ring.
Okay.
Now you have an option to drop it at this point. Things will get much worse if you choose to
He's gonna
continue
drop
holding
it.
it.
He's gonna drop it. So, Vignon drops it. He just kind of keels. He like doubles over.
You're rusting.
That was terrible idea.
What happened?
I am feeling very weak.
I have not actually seen you because I'm still driving, so I'm paying attention to what's in front of us.
Like, what the hell? You know we shouldn't be touching that ring. What'd you do that for?
I thought it was maybe counteract some sort of effect of counteracting storm, but it only intensifies. This storm must be Feanor's.
And has there been any change in the storm that I could see?
I'll move Vegnog over and look out the periscope. If that helps.
So yeah, I would say you would notice that the range of visibility has closed a bit.
The storm did get darker as a result of whatever you did.
And
So
you,
whatever it was, I think you strengthened the storm.
yeah, you're paying attention to the road, so you want to be able to connect necessarily what Vegnog did specifically. But there was definitely a change after whatever it is Vegnog did.
Is it slowing us down?
It's making it harder to avoid things that are in front of us. Does it seem like we're slowing down though? Like it's draining more of our speed?
I would say marginally, yeah. Not a whole lot, but noticeably, yeah.
Oh, maybe a bit.
Well, did you drop that ring back into the box or just like on the ground? Did it roll up underneath a seat or?
Yeah, put it in the seat cushions for the next guy who gets this vehicle.
Give me a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Me?
Yes, Vegnog, the holder of the ring. Okay, so you can choose to drop it where you want to drop it. It doesn't fumble out of your dexterous metal fingers.
Can I drop it back into the the box,
Okay.
and then I'll close the lid and like throw it in the pack or in my
Okay.
pack. And
After Vagnon closes it, branded one, you can see that the vehicle moves a slightly faster and the storm kind of opens back up again, making a little bit more visibility apparent.
So I would say, actually, the storm just seems like it cleared a little bit again.
this ring must drain energy.
Why were you keeping this ring?
It was meant as a bargaining chip.
It could still be valuable. Not in our hands.
I feel like it's
Um,
more of a mark of shame for you.
Ewan and Lux, both of you give me, we'll go with insight. Okay, so both of you would equally recall that the reason you went to Feanor's was because the Shadow of Death sent you to try and fuck shit up for her. And she sent you away with the ring saying, don't come back, but also give this to the Shadow of Death.
Mhm.
And she indicated that you could use it as evidence that you had fucked Feanor's shit up.
Indeed. Well, I mean, how about we just drop the damn ring? I don't think it's going to be useful.
That's fair.
Is Feanor coming after you because she wants a ring back for some reason now?
Oh, it was probably meant to remove the other guy once he had it.
I don't know. We could drop it, but Solomon would have died for nothing.
Do you really
At that
think
point, Trebek would have asked, wait, why were you guys fighting for this ring? Why would Solomon give his life for the ring? Was it going to help you save Jayla Duran?
I just looked at Eggnog.
It was our bargaining chip to get across bridge to get to Scab.
Okay. And the ring was going to help you get to the Scab, or what? I mean,
it is controlled. Bridge is controlled by Warlord. It was to be given as a bargaining chip, but he was not very cooperative. He didn't wish to bargain. He just wished to take.
take
And
the ring you were supposed to give him?
Well, thought there may be another buyer, someone who was more willing to bargain. But if we are getting punished for its possession, and perhaps it is time to let it go. Or to return to Shadow of Death and see if, and just throw it at him.
I mean, I don't really know much about Solomon, but I wonder whether or not he'd want you to keep the ring if it was actively harming our chances of survival, given that we need to save Jayla Duran. Also, I, however, wonder if we just throw the ring away, is that going to make an even greater enemy of this wizard who created this spell?
So
If it does, it does. Like at this point, I don't really care.
Well, we can jettison it and see if storm lifts.
Yeah, we jettison it and we keep moving so that we move outside of whatever the hell the radius is.
So, guess Vegnog will open up the hatch and
Do it quickly.
very quickly and just like throw it and the box out.
okay.
We don't need to find it again someday.
So Vagnag, you're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, give me a strength check. You can use athletics to see how well you're able to maneuver the heavy hatch and how quickly. Okay. So pretty minimum exposure. So you're able to avoid the Constitution save, but you still take some necrotic damage. So you take 5 necrotic damage in the moment that you expose yourself to the outside.
All right.
So,
I just want to say, woo, because I was expecting, so a white tentacle reaches out and wraps around your arm.
So you throw the box in the ring out into the gray void that surrounds you.
Yep.
So no immediate change to the current situation that you notice for anyone.
Perfect. Let's go. Let's move this thing.
Did you throw it out in the box or just by itself?
In the box. To avoid touching it again.
Also may make it easier to find later on.
Yeah. Was there anything else in the box?
There actually would have been, but it was all like, Solomon's spiritual crap.
We don't need this anymore.
So you drive for about another hour. Just as you're getting to the point where you need to, well, let me see. So you've used half of the soul coin that's in the engine already. But then at that point, the clouds and the mist start to disperse a bit, and you can see the edge of whatever the storm was as you guys are slowly making your way out of it. And as you do that, you are getting more and more power back into the vehicle. And you didn't notice it before, but the vehicle is actually getting a bit louder, and you're hearing more of the noise from the clanging on driving over the rocks, and the bouncing of the suspension and everything.
There we go. Still weird.
Seems back to normal.
Yeah.
Feanor must have sensed this storm and centered it around her energy. I imagine she will come and claim it then.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Do you mind if we take a quick break real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thanks. Hey.
The good news is next level, I may be able to heal all that ability damage, assuming we have enough diamonds. So you may want to keep track of what actually got damaged.
Yeah, I got it. I got it set up on my character sheet.
Just as a reminder, because I do healing ability damage a bit differently. So you heal 1d4 points of ability damage after a long rest. If you have ability damage in more than one stat, you still only heal 1d4 hit points, but you choose where they go.
Gotcha. And what is that? Just healing ability damage in general?
Yeah, because most ability damage, well, most things that deal ability damage, specify when it's healed, but usually it's after finishing a short or long rest, it's all healed. I think it should heal a bit more slowly than that.
Oh, I see.
Actually, this all makes sense to the branded one. That Feanor gave you this ring because she wanted to create this storm around that dude. And she figured you'd have handed the ring off to him because why wouldn't you?
Yep.
So she created the storm and we still had the ring. So now there's just going to be this storm that's just another hazard for the next group of adventurers to deal with, to go around.
All right, everybody ready to resume?
Yep.
All right. So you guys just got rid of the ring and you just got out of the storm. You can, looking back as you get more distance from the storm, you can see it kind of remaining still. Whereas before, when you saw it moving in your direction. Now it doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be kind of centered where it is.
I'm glad you didn't take the ring to that bazaar.
We don't know much about it, but I think it's supposed to be extra planar. But who knows? We don't know shit about this, the power of this Feanor person, only that they are potent.
You'll also recall that the proprietor at one of them at the Charms and Harms refused to trade for the ring.
Yeah.
Said it's not anything he wanted any part of.
And we didn't feel like paying to find out what he knew.
Nope.
Well, at least we are in clear for now.
Still, we should stop and assess what damage was done to this vehicle. And so
Definitely.
when we are like a really extra safe distance from the storm, just in case, I will stop and then go looking at like the sides. We probably can't see. I don't think the vehicle is high enough we can see underneath, but the sides and the roof to see what the creatures did to it.
I will say it is pretty high off the ground, because the wheels are fairly large and the terrain is pretty rough. So it's not too hard to look under, and there's quite a bit of space. But as you are kind of trying to scout a spot where it might be a safe distance to stop, Vegnog, are you looking out at the viewing scope? Or is somebody else taking over?
Vegnog, I guess he would be. If anybody would be, it'd be Vegnog.
I mean,
So-
I was looking through it at one point because you had fucking basically collapsed. So I shifted you off to one of the couches and
Oh, okay.
taken over the viewing.
Yeah, and Ewan's viewing.
Okay. So Ewan, you see what appears to be a wreckage of an infernal war machine, somewhat similar to yours, but not quite the same.
Well, there's a machine off that way. Might be able to scrounge some pieces.
All right. I'll turn. Drive in whatever direction Ewan is pointing.
So yeah, Branded One, you and Ewan would both see as you got closer that the vehicle looks like it was torn open like a sardine can. It's just completely been ripped to pieces, and it seems to be smoking as well, and there are several bodies displayed, both outside, and as you get closer you can see inside that there appear to be at least one body inside the vehicle, though you can't see the entire body. You can see into the vehicle well enough to see that.
Well, this isn't good. I don't know what did this to them, but they may have soul coins in the wreckage. They clearly didn't die out here for lack of soul coins. Something killed them.
You know, hopefully whatever the hell it is far from here. Let's be cautious, but let's have a look.
I mean, the wreckage is still smoking. It's not that far.
Oh, was it still smoking? I missed that part. All right. Then in that case, I'll fucking scan the horizon for anything.
Give me a perception check.
And what is the terrain around here? Is it just flat, or are there places where there might be blind spots?
There are places where there might be blind spots. There are some large boulders and rock formations kind of spread about. Not so many that you have to maneuver around them, but there are some out in the distance. None particularly close to the vehicle.
I'm gonna use a moxie to give myself advantage.
Okay. So you do see very, very far away, what looks to be a few vehicles moving across the distance, but they don't appear to be heading towards you. They're not necessarily heading away either. They're kind of at an off angle.
Okay.
But they don't, it doesn't appear like you've caught their attention or anything.
Just a number of vehicles or just one?
It's hard to see exactly because they're kicking up ash in their wake.
Well, then are they moving
But-
away from us then?
No, you can, I mean, you can see one vehicle out in front and you can see what appears to be a second vehicle kind of maybe somewhat behind.
Okay. I mean, I'll point that out. I'm like, well, we got this one that might have soul coins, or those two, at least two moving ones that are almost guaranteed to have them.
Well, I will stop and then make my way to the door. Pull out my wand of magic detection and start walking for the vehicle.
Right, so you open the door. You hop down.
Tentacle grabs my leg.
And
Is anyone
Very-
coming with me?
very
Yeah, I'll go.
anticlimactic.
I will join you. And Vegnog will follow up, and he's got like a little bit of a limp.
I'll go with.
Yeah, I will use the wand to cast detect magic first, just to see if there's anything magical about.
There, I mean, the Infernal War Machine detects his magic. So does yours.
Mhm.
But you can see that there are some
I mean,
There is
would
a-
a soul coin? Because I would have figured that out early on.
yeah, soul coins do radiate energy. It's mostly transmutation and enchantment. And you see that there is an aura that radiates that beneath one of the bodies.
So I'll go check that out.
One thing that you guys notice immediately as you approach the bodies is that they're not fiends. They appear to be people.
I was going to query about that.
Do they appear to be like they might have come from Flamekeep? Like another party out looking for a fiend?
I will say, a branded one, you don't recognize any of them.
I would call for Trebek then. He would know these people better than I would, if they were within the sanctuary at least.
Trebek looks at them, but he has a frown, and he says, "Look," and he points to the forehead of the person closest to him, which is a human female that seems to bear a dragon mark, but she also, and the dragon mark covers the top of her hand, kind of looking like a henna tattoo. And she has a symbol carved into her forehead.
The one like ours.
Yeah. And then another body is Goliath. And then there is another human a human male, and a warforged scout. So this warforged is much smaller. Vagnog, you would know that these warforged were built more for reconnaissance and scouting missions, hence the name Scout. So they're about the size of like a gnome or a halfling. And you see one of them in the wreckage as well. And they've been brutally slain. You can see their guts have been ripped out. Bodies are broken and all their joints are kind of akimbo.
Does it look like does it look like they've been like slashed apart or like ripped apart? Like, can we tell if there's like teeth marks?
You can make me a medicine check. Or nature. I would allow nature.
Yeah, it'd be the same. Looks like they just killed themselves. Just straight up and self-destructed.
Clearly, this was suicide.
So does anybody else want to make a check?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can. I'm not like necessarily. It's one of the skills I'm not proficient in, but
I am proficient in it. Well,
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean-
great at it.
Okay. So
Solomon was great at it.
Brandon, when you would see that the it looks like they've been ripped open by a combination of teeth and claws. The wounds are very jagged. They're not the kind of slicing wounds that you would see from like bladed weapons, for example, or punctures like from a dagger. So this is some kind of creature did this. Also, it was strong enough to break bones. The Goliath had one of his legs is clearly broken through the femur, which is popping out through the quad.
So I assume from the description that it looks like they were just tearing into them and not feeding on them.
Yeah. This was if they had been fed on, you would, based on how vicious and strong whatever it was that you would expect to be much less of them if it had actually fed on them. You would recall that when in your fight with the masked creatures with your group, many of as you were retreating, several of them actually stopped to begin devouring some of the people in your party. And so that makes you think that this probably wasn't done by that same kind of creature.
Also, no claws on those creatures.
It's true as well.
So it was a fiend of some sort. Apparently, just trying to inflict as much damage as possible. I wasn't after food. The masked creatures, at least, seem to be attacking in part because they wanted to consume people. We should make this as quick as we possibly can so that we can move on in case they come back.
indeed. Let's have a look here. Check pockets, check
right.
compartments.
And I will point to the one where I was detecting what might be a soul coin and just say, there may be a soul coin there under this one. I'm detecting an aura. Someone should check. And I'm going to continue to sort of douse around looking for other auras on these bodies.
Yeah, so it's beneath the human male. He's kind of been slumped over. When you turn him around, you see that his guts just kind of pull out from him and fall from his torso as you turn him over, and beneath all of that, the guts is a bloody bag, which, if you look within, there are 7 soul coins.
Well, we got some. Let's keep looking around just in case. Is there anything inside of the machine?
It could be, but before we get there, you guys hear a kind of a slight shrill sound, which Branded One and Trebek, you both recognize very quickly, and you turn around and see crawling from beneath the demon grinder is one of the masked tentacle creatures. And so
It's time to roll initiative, huh?
Is it like so Vignag's gonna pull out his crossbow and load a silver bolt and attempt to shoot it in the mask.
before we get there, let's get into initiative. Where are my guys? Where are my guys? So we'll say it's on this side. And then we can use this as a stand-in for the your guys's or the wrecked vehicle. And then you can place your characters where you think they would be.
I don't know where the bodies are.
They are mostly around this area, as well as leading into the vehicle.
Where's our vehicle at in relation?
This is your vehicle, and we're
Okay.
saying that this is a
Okay.
stand-in for the wrecked vehicle.
Right. I didn't have the screen big enough. Okay, cool.
And
So convenient that the line is gonna hit us too. So
I mean,
conveniently
Trebek
placed.
would not be all the way up there unless he wandered up there, because I really had him, called him out of the vehicle because I wanted to see if he knew who these people were.
Yeah, you can put him where you want. You should be able to control him.
Yep.
All right. So let's roll initiative. All right. So Ewan, you're up. Trebek is on deck. Whoever wants to control him, and Lux is in the hole.
I have him open. I'll control him.
Let's see, do I need to do anything yet, or do I just sort of hang out here and dodge? I think I might dodge. Just run up front. Come on. Put the dukes up and get ready to dodge his attempted attacks at me. Give him disadvantage on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just brace up too. So I'll take the bonus action to get some temporary hit points right quick. 10 of them. All right. We're good.
All right. Trebek is up. Lux on deck. Branded one in the hole.
So with a glance between Trebek and the branded one, Trebek is going to hold his action until after the branded one goes.
Okay.
He would pull out his crossbow though and knock it.
Okay. Lux is up. Branded one on deck, and then Trebek.
I guess, I mean, you could change if you want. I guess when everybody left, Lux would not leave the vehicle unattended. So she would have closed the door and got on the periscope because we pissed off 2 warlords. These could be other warlords coming to kick our ass since we seem to be doing that. Seeming to be pissing everybody off lately. So she's on the periscope, and I'm guessing I probably can't see this dude. I could probably hear something, but also in case I need to leave. I mean, I need to get everybody and get out of here. So
were you on top of the vehicle or inside?
no, inside, right?
Okay. So then I guess it depends. Would you guys have shut the door to the vehicle?
Oh, I would have shut it. I would have shut.
Okay.
I'm buttoning up and getting on the periscope, watching those vehicles in case, they're coming to attack us.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can hear what's going on. There's not been much noise yet, but
Right.
the thing did make like a shrill sound, which based on your perception check, you would have heard. So you would have
Okay.
at least decided to go and investigate.
Okay. All right. So
Maybe.
I hear this
Maybe decided.
trill. What's the status of those vehicles? Are they coming this way, or are they leaving, or?
They're going off in the distance.
Okay. Well, everybody's got this, so I'm good. I'm gonna maintain my. I'm looking at the driver's seat in case I might need to drive.
Okay. All right, branded one. So is Trebek going after you, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast as a quicken spell. Blessed Aim. Really doesn't matter so much for Ewan, but I will get Ewan, myself, Vegnog, and Trebek. So we all have advantage on ranged weapon and spell attacks.
Boomerang.
And then as my action, cast a cantrip.
Okay.
That's my turn.
So are you attacking the creature or the mask?
The mask.
Okay. So the blessed flare strikes true, but you see as it hits the mask, it just bounds off. And then Trebek was gonna go.
Yes, Trebek is
Afterwards?
going to fire a silver crossbow bolt at the mask.
Okay, and the crossbow bolt strikes true, but bounces off the mask with the bolt breaking.
Okay, that's his turn.
Vegnog.
Well, ain't that some shit? Let me see something. Mm. I remember his aim isn't listed on the actions in combat. I'm trying to remember if it just gave me advantage. I think it did.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to gain advantage on the attack, but I think it
You can't
reduces your
move.
movement to 0 for
Yeah,
the rest of the round.
and I don't need that. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is because this let's see. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Dashing would get me just next to the creature, which is not quite what I would want. I'm going to just take. I'm gonna move. Let's see, I'm gonna move here, and then here, about this spot, I think it was. Yeah, I'm gonna move there with my move action and my bonus action to dash, and then I'm gonna use the dodge action.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So the first thing this thing does is you see it grab one of its tentacles and pull it across its mouth and chomp into it, leaving a spray of blood. And then it whips the tentacle back and throws it. Right here. And that tentacle quickly grows into a much smaller version of the creature.
You didn't say they did that.
Right where your screen is currently frozen.
Right in front of Trebek and the branded one.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
not frozen. Not frozen on my screen.
Just a little slow to update.
yeah. So that's its rip and toss ability.
Like see this thing fly over and form. Like you could have warned us of that.
Um,
I said they would generate quickly unless you break the mask.
And then it's, let's see. All right, you guys are just about equally close. So evens, Ewan, odds, Begnog.
Yeah, but I presented myself like, come on.
All right, well, evens, Ewan. So it was impressed enough by your display to figure you're the better target. So it leaps into the air upon you and immediately begins whipping its tentacles at you. So first attack.
All disadvantage. That one doesn't matter.
So if that's a hit, you're grappled.
Apparently.
And then second tentacle attack against you.
I'll still hit.
And then it's bite.
That one will miss.
And then that's its turn. And then the smaller one. You guys are both equal. So evens are Trebek, odds are branded one. Odds. So the smaller one moves over to the branded one and begins attacking. So first attack. Oh, wait a minute. That was not public. First attack.
I cast shield. Oh, never
Okay.
mind. He misses anyway. Forgot. My armor class is super high.
Second attack.
Miss.
Third attack.
Miss.
And then that's their turns. So Ewan is up, Lux on deck, branded one in the hole.
So yeah, I mean, so these two tentacles, I wasn't paying attention. Tentacles, whatever, they don't bother me. It's those teeth I wanted to avoid. So I came in and stopped them. I'll then grab that fucking boomerang out of my like off my belt and just fucking hit him in the face with it. All right, actually, let me double check here. There's a boomerang. Bonus action. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll speak the bonus action word to make it start thrumming. so that it also does the extra thunder damage. Oh no, yeah, the extra thunder damage. And then
Okay.
yeah, where are we at? I'm just basically just fucking using it as a club. I have it added. I do. Okay.
That's a miss.
Sure.
That's a miss.
Sure.
Are you attacking it or the mask?
The mask.
Okay, that's a miss.
I mean, I get it, if it's right there in front of me, I would do that. Yeah. If it's easy for me to try.
Yeah.
Easy enough for me to reach. Obviously, I assume something like that might have its own armor class or whatever, but well, okay. Apparently I'm rolling shit. Good to know. I'll just fuck it. I mean, I'll just doesn't mean I can't give him the old one too. So I'll use a moxie. And,
Isn't that
no,
a
wait, I
bonus
can't.
action?
It is. So I can't do that. Yeah, I realize that. All right, fine, whatever.
You can use an action point to do the old one too.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not worth it yet.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
All right. Lux is up. Brandon one on deck. Trebek in the hole.
So as I'm watching the attempts to break the mask, which don't seem to be working.
But you wouldn't be able to see that because your back, the thing's back is kind of to you. So you
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if it's the attacks are working or not working.
Okay. I just see it envelop you in.
Yeah.
Okay. Thinking something about leveling up or something, but I'm gonna try to drive this thing because the chomper might work, but I don't want to chomp you in, so I'm gonna try to get in position. So I mean, hell, I don't know what kind of check, probably disadvantage or something.
Are you trained in
Hell no.
land vehicles?
Nope.
Oh boy, Vegnog's gonna get run over.
You got dex roll.
That's true.
Okay. I'm going to say, because you're not trained, you can make the attempt, but it's going to be a very difficult DC. And you risk potentially messing up the car or plowing through Ewan and the rest of them.
Very tempting.
But I mean, YOLO, right? Level up. Be the quickest path to level 9 ever.
No, instead I think I will get out and get on the whatever weapon is closest to the thing and try to get in there, and at least if I see it not enveloped, if I see it by alone, I'll try to shoot it. I don't know which weapon it is. I guess that's the.
So both of them are area of effect weapons. This one is a line effect. This one is a cone effect. This one is a bit more specific, but you have to be a spellcaster in order to use it.
Right. So I'll use the line effect because I probably at least know how wide it is or whatever, right? Since I think I've used it. I think I've used both of them.
So the Bahir Fang is it's a 180-foot line that's 5 feet wide.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the Bahir thing then.
Okay.
If I knew what was going on, I might be nervous.
I mean, I'm not going to shoot at him now. I'm going to wait till
Oh, okay.
I see him and Ewan separate.
Okay. So you wanna hold your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Do you have anything you want to do as a, well, I guess getting up is, yeah, that I would say that's just a movement action to get up onto the thing. So yeah, you can hold your action, but you still have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I mean, go team. I'm inspiring everybody. So there you go. It's your inspiration. It's no dice, but hey.
0d6 to everybody.
Yep. Good D6. You can feel good about your next roll.
All right, branded one is up. Trebek on deck. Vegnog in the hole.
So I am going to yell for Trebek to go and help Ewan. And then I'm going to wait until after Trebek goes.
Okay, so you're holding your action until Trebek.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you guys are right next to each other in the initiative, you can just you guys can just go on the same turn if you want.
Okay. So Trebek is character sheet. He's going to skirt this guy, assuming he can't reach out 10 feet, and then start moving in the direction of Ewan. He's not going to be able to reach Ewan this turn, but he still has his crossbow, so he will take a shot at the body on this creature
Okay.
with the crossbow.
All right.
And he
that's
still
a
has,
hit.
okay. And then that is really going to be his turn because he can't quite get all the way there. And he
Okay.
doesn't want to get like right up in its face just yet when he's not ready for it.
All right. And then what is the branded one going to do?
And then branded one. Let's get, he is going to thunder step. Go, went the wrong way. And he's going to wind up over here near the vehicle. So that didn't work. Why didn't it show the spell?
That's weird.
Trying to figure out why it's not showing the spell. Try that. Well, that should have worked. Oh, there we go. So it's a DC 16 con saver. He takes 19 thunder damage.
Okay. So, and that's area of effect.
10 foot around where the spot where I leave.
Okay. So the mask on this one shatters and it wails in agony.
That's my turn.
Okay. Vegnog.
Now the mask is shattered. Vegnog's going to does the blessed aim, is that like a radius effect or?
It has a range for me to cast it. It actually doesn't say. You didn't move out of the 60-foot range.
No.
And so but it doesn't say what would happen if you had moved out of the 60-foot range. It's still in effect. I'm still concentrating on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
still
it's
have
kind of like
advantage.
it's kind of like bless. So even though you may not be in that radius anymore, you were at the time of the casting of the spell.
Gotcha. I just wanted to see if I still had advantage.
Yeah.
So now that the mask is, I see it blown off. Vegnog's gonna shoot it. Let's see. But am I gonna do something more exciting? How? Okay, it's a concentration, so it just continues to last. Just in case. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it. I won't worry about that.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Which one are you shooting?
This one.
That's
Oh.
not the one that had its mask broke.
Is there? Oh,
This guy.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was my mistake. But then I'm supposed to be shooting this one.
Okay.
Shoot.
So you would not get your sneak attack damage, but you would get
He
the
has
7.
advantage.
I have advantage.
Oh, he does. Okay, yeah. Then never
On
mind.
blessed aim.
I'm dumb.
So 14. Not great sneak attack damage, but I'll take it.
So yeah, your arrow passes right through its mouth and out through the back. It screams again in agony, and it seems like it's going to be coming after you now.
And then I'm going to use my move action and my bonus action to hop up onto the vehicle and get behind the
Well, wait a minute. How are you going to hop onto the vehicle? The vehicle is very tall.
Is there like
Do you
a
have, do
is
you
there
have
like
any?
a ladder?
No.
How do we get out of the vehicle?
No, but I mean, like, are you going on top of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, so you would need to jump up or you would need to climb up, which is like, it's like 10 feet or so up.
Okay.
So it's gonna be, it's gonna require an athletics check to try and get up there.
Okay. So, yeah, that's fine. I'll try that.
Okay. All right. So what's your strength score?
9.
Okay. So, I have it on here somewhere. Let's look at the mechanics. Jump. So high jump is 3 plus your strength modifier. So that's 2 with a 10-foot movement. And then to go higher, take the result, subtract 10, and then divide by 3. So that's 2 divided by 3. So yeah, you're not able to jump high enough to get on to the demon grinder.
So I guess you just see Vegnog like. And then what?
And so you can see where I'm coming from.
He jumps about as well as Baby Yoda.
Somebody once told me I had the vertical of an ant. I feel like that's an appropriate statement in this situation.
Warforged can't jump.
Apparently not this one. All right, that'll be my turn then, because that's the rest of my actions.
Okay. So then, let's see. So this guy is going to drag you in over here.
How fucking far can he drag me? What the hell?
That's about its limit, but yeah. And then its first attack is its tentacle, which, oh wait, first I have to do the, okay, so I did that. It started its turn with you and its tentacle, so it automatically deals tentacle damage to you, Ewan. So you take 7 bludgeoning, and then it's going to use a tentacle attack on Vegnog.
That hits.
And you are grappled.
Punch it.
And
Sentinel.
then it's going to
It's gonna first suffer the wrath of my boomerang.
it's gonna bite. It's gonna bite.
God
Oh,
damn
because
it. Sentinel. I have Sentinel.
and then for that, it's now sure that it's going to bite you.
Did I hit him?
Uh,
I don't think I would at this specific junction bother with the mask. I would just hit him.
You do hit him then.
Okay.
So. But you know, it doesn't seem like it does anything except piss it off as it then goes to sink its teeth into you.
Okay. Sure.
Which is a 19, which is a critical hit since you are grappled by it.
What?
So.
Okay.
So confirm.
Level
Not confirmed, but it's still max damage. So that's
You hear from inside the vehicle.
So that's 15 plus 6, so 21 damage total. 15 piercing, 6 acid.
All
right. And then the little one is gonna
Burst
Run
from your
over.
chest.
row over to Trebek.
I could not move far enough away. He was not anticipating this.
Oh wait.
It's okay. Trebek's a god. He can't die. We learned that early on.
Okay. Sorry, I had to check something really quickly. So then it's going to attack Trebek. So first attack,
It's a miss.
second attack,
Miss.
third attack.
Oh, that is a little bit of a hit.
Confirmed
That's a miss.
is not confirmed, but it's still max damage, which is 15 piercing and 6 acid.
Hold on.
And now, Ewan, you're up. Lux on deck. Branded one in the hole.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and see if I can break the grapple.
Okay. That's an action.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna use an athletics here. I think
Alright.
I'm good.
You break the grapple.
All right, and then I'm gonna take a couple steps this way,
Okay.
then use an action point,
Okay.
and wallop on this dude.
Okay.
I will go ahead and aim for the mask now.
Okay.
Couple of these. How about that? Let's see
It's a
if I can-
miss.
Natural 20?
You have disadvantage
Why do I have disadvantage?
because of one of the creature's abilities. It's as long as the mask is in place, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against it.
And a 17 is a miss.
Against the mask, it is.
Cool. Bonus action, try and punch it. Okay, cool.
You can see why these ate
All right.
all my men.
Right. Actually, I almost forgot. I wanted to do a thing. Because I forget that I wanted to try this out. So
Oh, you want to use one of your battle maneuvers?
yeah, I did. Yeah. So I would substitute one of my attacks. None of them hit anyways. So what's the matter to me?
It's an.
Um,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I thought you had advantage on these attacks from BO.
No, if-
only on
from,
ranged attacks.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Oh, by the way, the minute that Ewan moves, Lux, you could choose to take the shot, but
Isn't Vegnog grappled now?
Vegnog is also grappled. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true. But
Yeah,
he's
but
not
he's
quite-
over here.
He's not in the line. Trebek is.
Come
No,
on
he's
now.
not. No.
Look at that. He is totally so he's
It's
That's real
not. It's
close.
not. It's not from the barrel. So it's. Yeah, I guess you could do it. So you would have the opportunity to use the,
Demon Grinder, Behir Fang.
yeah.
Okay. I'll let Ewan finish whatever he's doing.
all right. So yeah, I will forfeit one of my attacks to activate my commander's strike and have Vegnog be able to use his reaction to, because he hasn't used his reaction, right?
Nope.
You get to make an attack right now.
Oh, wait. So substituting one of the attacks you already made
Right. Yeah. No.
that missed.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's what I mean. Because I had forgotten about it.
I'm gonna say because you already rolled, and especially because they're misses, you'll have to wait till next turn for that.
All right.
Got it in mind though.
So Lux, you want to use the here thing?
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay. So it takes lightning damage.
Is the little one in the line of fire, or does that one get missed?
Is what line are you using, Lux? We'll actually make the origin is Lux's square. So is there a way of yeah, I'd say you can get the other one in there as well.
Okay.
So let's see. All right. So the little one is fried. The big one seems a bit miffed. So now, but let's see. You didn't do any damage to it, right? No, you
I
didn't.
couldn't touch it.
Okay. So, okay, yeah, never mind. So now, but that was your action from last round because you were holding your action. So now it's your turn.
Okay. And I don't need to roll to see if this recharges. Can I, okay, so can I shoot and as my movement, jump out of the seat and run to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shoot it again.
Ooh. Okay. So,
It's not immune to the damage, thankfully. Didn't
so
critically
it's
succeed twice.
reduced to 10.
It actually shoots the electricity back up the thing and explodes.
And actually with that ray, you cleave one of the tentacles from it, and it quickly grows into another one.
Okay.
There we go. Right here.
All right.
So now you want to jump out of your seat and
Hell yeah, I got ring of jumping. Just my ass just jumps out of the seat and I'm jumping to the other side.
okay. Anything else you want to do?
I mean, I'm inspiring everybody all along the way. Of course.
All right, branded one in Trebek Vagnog on deck, monster in the hole.
So, well, I will take the risk of backing up. So as I know it's going to take an opportunity attack and possibly grapple me.
Technically still in its range.
Okay. Well, then
It's
I
got
will
a 10
continue
foot
to back
reach.
up.
Okay, so now you would get an attack of opportunity. Actually, you would have gotten the attack of opportunity here because both of its tentacles are being used, but it has its bite, so it would have used its bite, which was only a 5 foot reach. So
I will cast shield to block that.
okay,
Sentinel. See if I can hit this motherfucker.
out there.
Didn't you use it already against? Oh no, it
No,
went
I've had
first.
my turn again. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Um,
And I'm going to try to shoot the mask.
I too will be trying to hit the mask. So
Okay. So both of you at the like simultaneously as the branded one's beam of force strikes on the one side, Ewan's humming boomerang of thunder strikes on the other side, shattering them in an explosion of shards. And it roars in agony.
not a screech.
Well, yeah, it's a screech.
Breaking my
Very-
immersion.
Very different. That's my turn.
Okay. And
Oh,
what's Trebek doing?
All right. Trebek is, oh, that's already dead. So he is going to 10. He still can't go get up to it. Damn thing moved. I mean, he still has his crossbow in hand, so he will shoot it with his crossbow. Oh, he will not shoot it with his crossbow.
Nope.
One more bolt on.
All right, Vegnog.
Oh, I'm sorry. He still has advantage. Forgot about
Oh.
my spell.
Yeah.
So 4 piercing. Turning the tide.
Oh yeah. All right, Vegnog.
Hmm.
By the way, you are grappled.
Yeah, well, I guess Vegnog's gonna try to break the grapple, for his attack, his action. Let's see, is there anything I could do?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna try to break it. Can I use acrobatics?
Yes. You make it. So you're no longer grappled.
And then I'm gonna try it once again to scale and get on top of the vehicle with my movement.
You're not taking a running start, so you're going
Can
to
I
be.
climb on the tire and then climb? Then climb
Yeah,
up?
you can climb. It's gonna cost you 20 feet of movement to climb up onto it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm not really going anywhere fast. So I'll get to the top of the vehicle here.
Now that does move you. Oh wait, he already took his reaction, so never mind.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. And now it's his turn. And Ewan is the only snack in town. So,
What about this little guy?
well, not quite the same. So yeah. First attack. Is that hit?
Yeah, that's hits. I only have a
Okay.
16 AC.
Okay. So you're grappled. Second attack. Another 8. And then third attack.
That's a miss.
And it's the little guy is going to attack you as well. So first one, second one,
Miss.
bite.
Okay.
And it is not grappling you, but the big guy is going to start moving with you.
The little one comes with us. It's coming with us there.
Yeah, I'm put him back. So it is dragging you in away.
That's just, I mean, that counts a level up too, right?
Ain't dead yet.
All right, Ewan, you're up.
Misty step
Um,
right out of that.
Yeah, get right on it. So the mask is gone, right?
It is.
Okay.
Is the little one moving or is it just staying where it was?
No, it's just staying where it was.
Okay.
Then
Oh, you're right. It does have movement, so it does actually move. It goes right up here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm just gonna hit him a couple times. Ugh. I'll use a moxie to brace up again, get some temporaries.
After the second hit, you.
Does the 9 hit?
Oh no, the 9 does not hit.
I mean, how's he looking right now?
It's fit.
Very bad.
You know what? Fuck this guy. With the old 1-2.
Boom.
All right, and then with your second of the old 1-2, you feel the bones of its face crush in, or at least below the bones below where the mask was, just completely cave in, and its tentacles go limp, and it just kind of slumps down jellified.
All right. This one's still kicking though.
It is.
It's completely independent of the other guy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You're on your own, Trebek.
I'll just run up to this fucker and just, be ready to help Trebek. But otherwise, I've used everything. That's movement action and bonus action. So,
All right. Lux, you're up. Branded, one on deck. Then Trebek.
So I look around, I see that big thing is dead.
Oh, let me make it official.
So if I use, I guess if I could. I guess either way, I'd have to use a Kai point to attack because I could dash and make it up to that thing, and then bonus action attack, right? I mean, get my attack, get an attack.
Well,
Or no, you have to attack. You have to use your regular attack to get that. I could use a Kai point and get flurry
Or
of
bonus
blows.
action dash.
So, I mean, in the last round, you used a bonus action to activate your ring of jumping, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I could just jump over here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, he's only like, I could jump. I could step out like 10 feet and jump, and that'd be like 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I get next to this doofus and start wailing on him.
Are you aiming for him or the mask?
That's a good question. I'm just aiming for him.
Okay. Ooh,
God.
bad start.
Yeah, that's called an action point. Megatron Ghost Rider.
Wait,
Okay.
your attack is die, motherfucker, die.
Yep. And then my second punch, which I don't have advantage on. Oh well.
All right. So you punch him pretty squarely, but he seems to absorb the blow.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's
All right. Branded one.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I can make it there. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Trebek. Second level.
Okay.
Then Trebek is going to drop his crossbow and pull out Heaven's Fall, which he hasn't used yet. And sure, he'll swing at the mask and miss, possibly killing himself or someone else, because this is a disadvantage too, and he has
Yep.
no action points.
So it is a critical miss. So roll a D100.
High is always good. That's what I hear.
So 86. Attacker takes max damage. One adjacent ally takes weapon damage.
Takes 1 damage.
Weapon damage. So Trebek takes oh, wait a minute.
Technically, the damage is wrong here.
Yeah.
Because it's listed as just 1d6. I don't think you've added in his strength bonus, which is +3.
No,
But I
and then-
also rolled the wrong one because you have a separate entry for versus fiend, but he's not a fiend. So presumably he wouldn't take
That's
the
right.
fiend damage.
no, he would
So-
not.
So for him, it's this plus his strength, which is 3. Of course, max damage. And then, well, no, that would be what I take because he just takes max weapon damage, I assume.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So we both take max weapon damage.
So
I thought we were friends.
So what happens is Trebek takes out
Wow.
Heaven's Fall and raises it high above his head, but before he can bring it down upon the thing, it wraps a tentacle around it and like sends it back, hitting Trebek in the face with it, who then headbutts with the branded one with the back of his head.
Right. I just imagine he takes a big old swing and like clocks himself as he like clocks me in the giant swing.
Still getting used to the weight of it.
Yeah.
It's the first time using it.
So
So we each take 9.
is Trebek doing anything else?
Hasn't he
You've
done enough?
All right,
No,
Fegnog.
that's all he has.
Fegnog.
Vegnog's going to is the branded one still concentrating on Blessed Aim?
Oh, that's a good point. I might not be after that.
How embarrassing. Oh,
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna take a shot at it with my crossbow,
okay.
and yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
So it's not a crit because he still has his mask intact.
Yeah,
But he
Um,
has advantage.
I do
Oh.
have advantage.
so then they cancel out.
Yeah.
So it is a crit. And it doesn't have enough hit points to resist any of that. So Vegna, go ahead and describe how you kill it.
So Vegnog, sitting on top of the vehicle, he raises his crossbow and he kind of lines a shot. And it's kind of difficult because Lux is standing in front, and so is Ewan, but he's able to kind of line up a shot. It goes right, and so the bolt whistles right past Lux's ear, and it thunks through the back of the creature's head. Blood sprays out from the contact all over Trebek, and it slumps to the ground. If you were to look back, you'd see Vegnog give the thumbs up.
For some reason, I imagined that Ewan like ripped a tentacle out of the big one before running his way over here, but it's dead before he could actually attack. He's just got this fucking tentacle in hand.
All right.
Fucking
and
blood
so-
just running down the side of his face. Fucking
So
tentacle
if-
in one hand.
If Vegnog's attack didn't actually did it shatter the mask?
It did not.
Then I would ask,
Unless Vegna wants it to have gone through its head into the mask.
I mean, if it's dead, it's dead.
Yeah, then I would ask Trebek to please practice more with Heaven's Fall by targeting and shattering the mask as I rub the welt on my head.
And Trebek would hang his head as he complied and smashed the mask to pieces. My apologies, sir.
Accidents happen.
I'd swing once with the tentacle. So, bastard. Some sort of squelching sound, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know. What's the skin like on these things?
Very kind of, it looks slimy. It has like a kind of sheen to it that makes it seem like it would be slimy, but it's really rubbery and thick, but also strangely coarse, almost like maybe shark skin.
Okay.
And Trebek turns and says, "Do you see what we had to deal with? Just one of these things did this. Imagine a whole horde of them."
Yeah, I can see where that would be an issue.
We're lucky you survived. We are lucky we survived.
How beat up is Ewan?
Definitely below half.
I didn't realize you were that bad off.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 91, I'm at a 35.
So
Let's finish gathering what we can off this vehicle and move on before more come.
Somebody check underneath ours to make sure there's not another one of these damn things riding along with us.
it's like the end of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Probably like spit out blood. Let's keep looking.
So as I said before, you guys find the bag with 7 soul coins in it. There are things like pieces, parts that could be valuable to strip from the demon grinder. If there was something that you might find useful, whether for scrap for the demon grinder or for some other purpose that can be repurposed. But somebody who is going to be the primary person like searching through the wreckage?
I mean, I would take my wand back out and use another charge and looking for just magical things rather than looking for spare parts.
Okay. Are you proficient in investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to make a check?
Investigation uses intelligence, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do investigation, you can add a D4 for using the wand. So let's see what you find.
I feel like I would make a separate check. I'd just be searching on my own.
Okay. 1 second.
And I would use my investigative work to give myself advantage again.
So you so the branded one, you find a coin and you get a little excited thinking, oh, maybe this is another soul coin. But as you look at it, it doesn't look like a soul coin, but it does have a magical aura about it.
So I would pick it up. Do I get any of like the weird feelings I get when you play with the soul coin?
No. But it does have it does have an aura of transmutation and enchantment,
Mhm.
but not in quite the same way as a soul coin.
So I will hold on to it and try to identify it later.
Okay. And then Ewan, you're doing your own investigation.
Yeah, I feel like I would just be searching around as well.
Okay.
And using a moxie, to give myself advantage on it as well.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Anything that seems like it might be useful to either us as people or to the maybe I've noticed similar parts in the machines that we just had to fucking tear out a panel on ours and replace and do some makeshift fixing. If there's maybe they have got a part or two that we could use as well.
Okay. So that's
Moxie.
also going to be in addition to investigation, I would say a vehicle check using intelligence.
All right. I was giving myself advantage on the investigation. Let's do that right quick. Come on. All right. And now what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, so you don't find anything that might be useful to the vehicle just because although you've been driving the vehicle and everything, like its function and the parts that it uses, you're not as familiar enough with those things to be able to tell. But you do find a you do find a blood-soaked journal.
Okay. I'll grab it. I'll just pocket it for now. I'll look at it later.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, assuming I don't find anything else, I'll head back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you also, they have weapons.
No more soul coins here, right? In the machine. Not one left in the slot.
Roll percentile. Higher's better.
All right.
No.
You should try like drilling a hole in the soul coin and tying it to a string.
They also have weapons. The Goliath appears to have wielded a giant hammer. The woman with the dragon mark seemed to have a collection of daggers that she used. And you know what? Actually, those ones would radiate magic as well. So the branded one would have noticed that. There would be basically a bandolier of daggers, 6 of them total.
Okay.
I would have pointed that out then.
Yeah. I mean, I can grab that.
And then yeah, the human male, he had a long sword and a shield, it seems like. There's also a broken crossbow and a couple of shattered swords, it looks like.
Well, as soon as I see the broken crossbow, it would occur to me to have Trebek look around to see if they had any silver crossbow bolts, because he's only got so many.
With
I mean,
Ewan's
or regular
investigation,
ones, I guess.
yeah, with Ewan's investigation, you would have found. Let's see. You'd find this number of regular crossbow bolts. And this number of silver ones. Oh.
Amazing. They're all silver.
16 silver, 16 non-silver. So, yeah. Do any of the weapons seem like ones you'd want to take?
I mean, I'll grab anything that seems magical. Because even if we can't use it, we could possibly sell it at the bazaar or whatever, or emporium.
Just a dagger, though.
I thought the big old
Well, he
hammer
was-
wasn't either.
No, it's not magical.
It wouldn't even occur to me that we could sell them anywhere. So I'm not that. The monetary value is not really what I'm looking at. My party hasn't run into anywhere where you could just do commerce. So treasure hasn't really meant a whole lot.
Yeah, it makes sense. So that you guys thoroughly search the wreckage and the bodies, and that's the best that you can find.
So I would walk away, leaving the bodies on the ground to rot, assuming they rot in this place. I don't really know.
Vegnog has been just standing sentry this whole time, kind of scanning the distance, in case anyone or anything else comes. So when everyone starts like kind of walking away and filing away from the wreckage, we'll walk back.
Vegnog, did you have any, I also forgot to mention or remind you guys that there was a small Warforged scout as well among the people that were among the bodies. So Vegnog, did you have any particular interest or feeling about there being a Warforged there?
Need some extra parts.
I guess Vegnog would go and check out the Warforged. I forgot about that. Vegnog would check out the Warforged to see if he had like any identification cards or a code.
Would it be
Yeah,
bad?
so the primary way that Warforged identify each other is from their Gulra on their foreheads, which Vegnog, you have one as well. It's a unique symbol that is particular to each Warforged. So you would be looking for that, but this Warforged, basically it looked as if the space where the Gulra normally would be had been melted or thoroughly defaced, and a much deeper carving of the symbol that's in the foreheads of the other victims, as well as Ewan and Lux on their foreheads. You would see that symbol.
Gotcha. Now then, you just leave him to decay.
Yeah, he looks like he got it particularly bad. Like all of his limbs were ripped from his body, and the limbs seem like they were separately broken or previous to them being ripped off. Like it seems like the Warforged was the last one to go, and whoever did it took particular desire in eliminating it.
Poor soul. Oh, and walk back.
Don't you dare, Cat. Don't you fucking dare.
So this work, this mark is same one as on these people, is same one as you. Was the work of Crozen, as I understand.
Yeah, actually, these people must have also been marked somehow. Do they look familiar? I mean, guards or some shit?
No, but if they're from Eberron, or Corvair, in particular, they would have identification papers, so you guys would be able to look for that. and you'd be able to find them. Based on the identification papers, the woman with the dragon mark, her name was, now I have to make up names.
Was there a specific dragon mark, like of a specific house, or?
Well, so it's very hard to tell dragon marks apart specifically unless you've like been studying them.
But
Somebody-
Ewan has one, though.
I don't have one.
Oh, I thought you did. You're just
Mhm.
from the family.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Um,
Solomon's not really from the family, but had one.
Yeah, I know.
um, so the woman is Ariel DeCaneth. The man is
Enrico Palazzo.
Inigo Montoya.
Fitrev Luna. And based on his identification papers, he was a
Ornithologist.
what is it called? He was from Sarlona, which is another continent outside of Corvair. And then the Warforged Scout had no identification papers because it's not common for Warforged to have them. Vegnog, you would have them since you're a merchant, but most Warforged after the signing of the Treaty of Thronehold have had a lot of difficulty getting identification papers and haven't really found the need to have them because it kind of they feel like it's another form of labeling, or Warforged are very suspicious of the government.
They don't want to be put on a registry somewhere.
Yeah. And then the Goliath, his name is Lug 10.
Lug?
Yeah, Lug, first name, Ten, last name.
And was it one of them who had the coin?
It was a human, right?
The coin that you found
Yeah.
was not on any of the corpses. It was inside the wreckage.
Mine was like in the guts of somebody. The ones that I found.
Yeah,
Underneath
they
the
were
email.
the human male Fitrev.
And that was 7 of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that already added to our master list of them?
I will add them right now. So now you're at 13 and a half.
We had gotten that gold dragon.
If we had gotten the gold dragon, maybe we could have used him in place of a soul coin.
So, anything
Okay.
else you guys are doing here? Or what are the next steps, next thoughts?
Should continue east and then south. We must
whatever
make-
killed these people is still around here somewhere.
Definitely. Yeah, Vegnog. I don't know if you really care or not, but your koala's about 30 feet that way.
What was its name?
Walla Walla.
Walla Walla. Get the back here. And
It goes
Vegnog-
ever so slightly faster.
Yeah.
For koala.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like kind of
His pace quickens to 5 feet per round.
he like kind of hobbles a little bit. You know, he's limping as he takes a walk every couple steps. And eventually manages to scoop up Walla Walla while Walla Walla is biting and scratching and clawing.
Too bad it's against skin made of steel.
I think once, I guess if Vegnog went over to check on the Warforged, Lux would take up guard, and then when everybody was done, she would go and examine the bodies. Not so much the Warforged, but the other three. Kind of studies them for 5-10 minutes, and then we'll put like a black. I'm guessing the ground here is like ash or like whatever.
Yeah.
She just kind of licks her finger and puts some ash and like puts a black dot on all of their foreheads.
Anyone questioning that? Lux hasn't done this before.
I don't question it.
I don't know that. This might just be her thing. Some sort of burial rite.
Vegnog wouldn't question it.
Okay. So does Lux do anything after placing the dot of ash upon their foreheads?
No, I mean, she seems like she says a few things over all three of them and then just walks back.
You and kind of would expect something, considering the recent. It's only happened fucking a day and a half ago with Solomon. So, has Lux been smoking any more than usual or less than
No,
usual?
she has not smoked at all.
Perfectly normal, as near as I can tell.
You would have no idea how to deal with that. Like he sees it, like, yeah, got it. All right. We're continuing on eastward.
All right. What are you specifically hoping to find heading east?
Just I mean, honestly, I think we're mostly just following the river of lava.
Yeah, because it like we had to cut east and then
And
go
then we can go
south.
south.
East-ish. I mean, it's whatever we need to do. It's obviously we need to stick kind of near the river.
Right. We're essentially
Judging by the
looking
map.
either for a bridge or for where the river curves south. And that's what we do.
So I think this is the one.
Because we definitely can't go back to the last bridge now because there's that storm between us and them.
Right.
No, that was the wrong one. Where's there's right map. All right, so you guys are basically trying to head east to here to start heading south.
Yep.
Okay.
Hoping these tributaries here aren't fucking terrible to deal with.
Mhm. And what kind of things would you guys be looking out for specifically that might either cause you to stop or make you investigate, or like what kind of things would you react to and how would you react to them?
So it's a little hard to imagine all the things we would react to, but
Right.
right. But so what the branded one is looking for is any time I kind of see anybody who I can imagine might be carrying soul coins in the distance, it occurs to me to evaluate whether or not it's worth the risk to go and murder them.
Mhm.
So I don't necessarily know who that is, though. Anybody in an infernal machine probably has access to some soul coin. So there's that. Like, I don't know that I would have run into Acer and realized that they themselves are part of a whole slave economy. So that probably wouldn't interest me. Maybe it would interest the others. I mean, other than that, I'm also kind of just looking for a semi-powerful fiend that we can capture and take back to Flamekeep. So there's really the broad category of everything. Just like weather or topology, every living thing that's moving about might be of interest.
I mean, even old, recent or somewhat recently attacked, places might have something for all we know, like the one
Sure.
we just came from. So
Now that I've seen that, I probably would be looking for like smoke because that might mean sort of easy loot. This was sort of
Mhm.
easy. We brought the monster with us technically, so I can't blame them.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, whatever attacked that thing, obviously we want to keep an eye out for what might have caused that.
Right.
Because if it can deal that, if it could do that, then it could try and do that to us too. So and I don't know. Otherwise, I think maybe we might sort of like cycle through who's driving and who's looking out, so that
Mhm.
people aren't, their eyes aren't glazing over from just driving in a straight line forever. I've driven through, Illinois. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
So I am the branded one is very good at driving. He is not a great lookout.
Sure. Me and Vegnog are decent at lookout, I think.
Trebek is okay at driving, or at least he has the basic skills.
Mhm.
Right? So he could drive in a pinch.
Me and you got the So me and the Brandonwood have the driving, and I mean I've taught Vegnog a little bit, but I don't think he's got that proficiency in yet. But
Megnog can he can be a pinch hitter, but he's not going to hit a home run when it comes to driving.
Yeah, it was as an example, if Vegnog wanted to try the thing Lux wanted to try at the beginning, Vegnog would at least be competent in being able to start it and move it, but still stopping on time might have been a challenge.
The clutch is stuck.
Yeah.
we just hear the gears tearing up. Oh, come on. It won't go into drive.
All
Yeah.
right.
Go on.
So, next time, because there's a lot of wasteland that you guys are going to be driving through. So there may be some parts where we need to kind of fast forward through things, where it may be a few days, because there may be long stretches where nothing happens. So there may be a need to do some skill challenges or something to avoid some environmental things.
Mhm.
And then and yeah, we'll see what happens and where you guys end up. So you're trying to get to the east so that you can turn down towards the mountain.
Yep.
Right,
So we
towards
can-
the scab ultimately.
Okay.
Yep. Just so you can drive right into another warlord's territory.
Okay.
We're gonna stop if we see an IKEA though.
All right.
know if you see a Radio Shack.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. If we see like a service station,
Right.
might as well get the vehicle checked out.
Well, you guys have the trinket from Master Hawkins. So if you need work done, you could coincide it with your trip to Master Hawkins, and he might find he might be able to bring your vehicle with you if you ask him. It doesn't travel with you with the trinket based on the way that you've heard it described to work, but Master Hawkins, being who he is and what he can do, might be willing to do some trade to allow that. Additionally, I tried to clean up some of the journal tabs to make it a little bit easier to access information.
Mhm.
So if anybody has any suggestions or issues with that, let me know. I put all the prophecies and stuff together under player handouts to make that more accessible, more readily. I will say, Ewan, if you do look at the journal, it's written in giant.
Okay. Can I pick out bits and pieces with my dwarven knowledge?
Trebek can read it. Trebek has a helm. He can read any language.
Hey, let me borrow that. I don't think it requires attunement.
It doesn't, but he could just cast comprehend languages on you.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it just all the helm allows you to cast comprehend languages at will, basically.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, at some point during the travel, I'll kind of start looking through it, see if there was anything of interest, special note.
So I'll say, just right off the bat, there'll be, I'll provide more detail about this. But they, just a kind of brief like thumb through, and you see that they were looking for some kind of crown, that they were tortured and forced to come to this place. And a lot of what Lug describes is just their efforts to survive and try and find a way home, which they were told requires a crown. So, but there's some more details that'll come out from a more in-depth reading of it, but that's kind of surface level, some things that you picked up.
From that description in my head, I immediately imagine this is like the darkest version of the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. They were brought here. They find themselves transformed into these bodies. They need to find a way home. And they're savagely ripped apart by demons.
Yep.
Being tortured. Yeah, I would be trying to figure out what the coin is, and I assume we would give the daggers to either Lux or Bagnog. Because they seem more likely to use daggers than anyone else.
Yeah, playing around with the coin, if at certain points you can get it to light up, or even it kind of has a melody that where the coin might sing, in a sense, almost like kind of like a music box, but in a coin. So playing around with it, that's kind of some of the properties that you learn that it has. The daggers I'm gonna have to think about, because they were on the House Cannith lady, so they're probably pretty interesting at the very least.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
See you in a couple weeks.
All right.
Talk later.
Thank you.
Bye.